Hey guys, so today I am bringing to you guys some information that I have had on my radar for the last week and a half even, regarding this whole Grand Ivory situation. I am officially looking into Grand Ivory, and by that I mean like fully investigating them, which is why I'm coming to you with this, because I've sort of reached an impasse and feel like I just need to crowdsource this information, okay? Right off the front, I want to be super crystal clear. I am in no way accusing anybody of any kind of misconduct beyond what we know about GIR's CEO and her behavior. But having looked into Grand Ivory Record, having observed things about them, I now believe that there's something shady going on. I don't know that for sure. I'm not accusing anybody of doing anything shady, okay? I just want to make that super clear. And if any of y'all take this video and decide that you're going to start slinging accusations around, that's not it, okay? I'm not okay with that. Please, let's all keep our heads, all right? What we know about GIR is that they opened their doors in July of last year. Formerly, they were Yoma Entertainment. They not only changed their name, they closed Yoma Entertainment and started GIR. When they were Yoma Entertainment, they had multiple artists. They were working on group projects, trying to debut trainees, attending idol events. I believe they're like idol exchanges, basically. And they were actively recruiting new trainees for Yoma Entertainment. At the same time, they were running a company called Wayo Studios that was also a training ground for potential artists. They had classes on acting, dancing, singing, modeling, that sort of thing. They were thriving up until the point that everything changed over. Around the time that Yoma changed over to GIR, Wayo changed its name to Yoma Academy and focused solely on their pre-trainees, which are kids that are doing like modeling work, and they also have them in a group that they go to like different events. GIR now is not actively recruiting new artists. They seem to have no income source beyond Top Form, and yet they pulled Smart out of Top Form, right? They were the ones that initiated that. For whatever reason, they initiated that. That doesn't make any sense to me. They also have done basically nothing to promote their artists since they became Grand Ivory Record. Not on social media. They do not have a website. They have said that Smart has an album coming out, but they have done nothing to hype it up or create interest in said album beyond a couple of like little videos that they did right before all this drama went down. Nothing since. And you would think that that would be really, really important to them, okay? And that's not to mention the fact that when you go on to the DBD Warehouse website, which is basically a public record of companies in Thailand with their earnings and their reportings and things like that, GIR has not reported any earnings for 2024, and they would have been paid for Top Form in 2024, okay? Again, if you are not making any money, why are your doors still open? If you're not reporting information, why is that? And that's what I need to know. I'm fully prepared to be proved wrong, that there's nothing shady going on here. I'm just saying. But until that happens, I have to assume that there's something to be found out. So with all of that said, there are 4 individuals that I'm looking into, and I want to share that with you guys, okay? The first is the CEO, Ploy Pariah, for obvious reasons. The second is Chunkit Na Ranong. Sorry if I'm butchering the name. He is the modeling coach for Yoma Academy, and he has the Grand Ivory record logo in his Facebook profile, okay? The third person is this guy right here. He is listed as the managing director for Grand Ivory and Yoma Academy and Yoma Academy pre-trainee, which is basically just Yoma Academy. So he's the managing director, allegedly, of all three of these entities, okay? Yet, he has that many followers, 0 posts. And he's pretty much a ghost in this situation. I know basically nothing about him beyond what I can glean from his Facebook, okay? This is the fourth person I'm looking into. He has been alleged by some people to be the money behind this operation. Now, is he? I don't know. But I went to his website right there, and what I found is that he does like business consulting, advertising, basically the most generic thing you can think of, which is odd. His business also was doing business from 1994 until the year that Yoma Academy opened their doors. Now, I can fully admit that a lot of businesses closed their doors in 2020, so, that could absolutely just be it. It was a pandemic thing. But he is also friends on Facebook with all these other people that I've talked about. He has been videoed and photographed with people with GIR. Chunkit, sorry, I'm not going to say the whole name because I can't. Chunkit on his Facebook has videos of the Yoma people and people from GIR wishing this person a happy birthday. I've been given videos of that. Chunkit also has a whole album dedicated to pictures literally just of him and man. Almost 300 photos long. And to be honest, it seems like they have something of a history. I don't know if they're relatives or they've just been buddies for a long time. I don't know. And again, I don't know anything about this person beyond what I can find on his social media and his website. I am not accusing him of anything. I'm not saying he is the money behind GIR, but he does have ties to GIR, and he does seem to also have ties to very wealthy and powerful people, which is why he is now under investigation. Now, the reason that I'm sharing all of this with you guys is that my hope is that somebody somewhere knows something and you can send it my way. My DMs are always open on all my social media platforms. It's always _Fujo they. You can DM me with any information that you have. The more substantiated it is or the more verifiable that it is, the easier it will be for me. So I'm really not interested in rumors or speculations. I'm interested in things that have proof and facts behind them. Any knowledge or insight that you have into the way that business works in Thailand as well would be very, very helpful for me. Anything you know about any of these people or anybody involved with them, I would be very, very grateful. Again, I want this to be verifiable proof. I am in no way accusing anybody of anything. I'm saying, based on what I'm looking at, this looks suspicious, and these are the people I'm looking into. I would be more than happy to be proven wrong, to clear all of these people, and to move on with my life. So any help that you guys can give me would be appreciated. Thank you so much.